The Boston Celtics are going into 2023, starting the new year, 26-10, sitting atop of the NBA with the best record so far. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my opinion on why I think the Boston Celtics can not only get back to the finals, but absolutely dominate in the NBA playoffs and get themselves banner 18. Before we get into the video, guys, make sure you guys smash that like button, get the video up to 50 likes. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new, join the family, especially if you're a Celtics fan, because we live stream on YouTube every single Celtics game. We react to the game, commentate the game, and interact with chat. So if you guys are a Celtics fan, make sure you guys go ahead, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, if you're brand new to the channel. The Boston Celtics have built the best record in basketball behind a historically paced offense led by Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, two of the top 10 MVP candidates this year. I mean, Jason Tatum is definitely in the top 3, and then you can definitely make a case for Jaylen Brown being in the top 10, but they have led this team to not only a great offense, but one of the best offenses that the NBA has ever seen. To this point in the season, Jason Tatum is playing about 37 minutes a game, throwing up 31 points a game, also 8 rebounds, 4 assists per game, and then also throwing in a steal and a block per game. Jason Tatum is not only one of the best players in the NBA, but he is on his way to becoming the face of the NBA. And then right behind Jason Tatum is Jaylen Brown, averaging about 35, 36 minutes a night, throwing up 27 points a night, 7.2 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 1.2 steals, and about a half a block per game. Jaylen Brown has been absolutely incredible. If you have watched any Celtic basketball over the past month or two, Jaylen Brown from the mid-range has been absolutely incredible. And his ability to take over games when Jason Tatum is A, having a bad night, or B, just not on the floor at that moment. Jaylen Brown has been incredible this year, and he is definitely, in my opinion, a top 10 MVP candidate. However, that's not it. We have multiple players either coming off the bench or just being role players in that starting lineup who are absolutely making the Celtics team a whole lot better. I mean, starting with a guy like Marcus Smart, only averaging 11 points a game, but that is completely okay when you have a guy like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown leading this team. So, Marcus Smart averaging 11 points a game, but also, listen to this, 7.4 assists per night. He has been incredible. I know a lot of Celtics fans don't love his shot selection, but I think it's been better. 7.4 assists per game to only 2.3 turnovers. His assist-to-turnover ratio is 3.3, which is absolutely great for a guy like Marcus Smart, who came into the league primarily known as a defender. Marcus Smart has not only been good, but he has been great for the Boston Celtics this year. And then from there, we have to give credit to pretty much everyone else. Malcolm Brogdon has been an absolutely perfect fit off the bench, man. He has really embraced his role, averaging 13 points off the bench, 3.8 assists, 4.1 rebounds, and he absolutely does a great job commanding that second unit. And then you have a guy like Derek White who, struggles at time, but he's still putting up over, 10 points a night. And then 3.1 rebounds, 3.1 assists. I think Derek White has also been incredible. And then an unsung hero for the Celtics this year has been Al Horford. He got traded, or he left in the offseason that 1 year, went to the Sixers, then the Thunder, came back here, just signed a 2-year extension. Al Horford, man, we cannot thank Al Horford enough for what he does for this team. At his age, he has been absolutely incredible, throwing up 9.7 points per game, 6 rebounds a game, and 2.6 assists per game. Al Horford has been incredible for us so far this year. And then you got to give a shout out to other guys like Grant Williams, Sam Hauser, Luke Cornett, especially off the bench sometimes, especially when we have an injury. Luke Cornett really fills, the role of Al Horford or Blake Griffin or, Robert Williams very, very well. I love what Luke Cornett brings off the bench. So I absolutely can give a shout out and thanks to everybody on this roster. They have been playing absolutely phenomenal. But one of the scariest things about the Boston Celtics is not Jaylen Brown, it's not Jason Tatum, it's not their role players, but it's the return of Robert Williams. The thing about Robert Williams is he changes the game at a whole different level that you wouldn't even really think about just sitting and watching the NBA. But this is what I'm going to say right now. Opponents definitely think twice about attacking the basket when Robert Williams is down low. I think his teammates like Marcus Smart and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Malcolm Brogdon are much more willing just to lob up a pass to him because, he defies gravity at times. He can just sit up there in the air, throw down a hammer dunk, and the crowd goes absolutely crazy. He makes the crowd, the TD Garden, go crazy. We get the momentum back, and he is just one of a kind, man. Robert Williams has been electric for the Celtics this season, and he's only been back for, a handful of games. Just imagine what the chemistry is going to build up to be and what this team can really come down to. I mean, the Boston Celtics to start the year were one of the best offenses in NBA history. We already noticed that, right? But last year, when Robert Williams was starting in the lineup, they had one of the best defensive ratings of all time. The best defensive rating in the NBA last year was the Boston Celtics. And now they're, when you mix the best offense in NBA history with the best defense in the NBA, what do you guys get? An NBA championship. But overall, guys, the Boston Celtics will primarily go as far as Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown can lead them. But I will say one thing before you head out. Their load is very much lightened with the high-level role players they have on this team, like a guy like Robert Williams, like a guy like Al Horford, Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon, Grant Williams. I mean, so many, Derek White. So many of these guys do whatever it takes to win an NBA game every single night. The energy they bring to the TD Garden or wherever they play is electric. I absolutely love this Boston Celtics team. I think they got what it takes to become an NBA champion this year. Last year ended off with an L to the Warriors, but if they can pair up one of the most high-powered offenses in NBA history with one of the best defenses in the NBA currently, this will be a team that nobody wants to face when it comes down to the NBA final. With that being said, guys, I do think the Boston Celtics can reach their potential and win an NBA championship this year. But that's all I have for you guys today. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and join the family. Let me know in the comment section down below who is your favorite Celtic of all time, and I'll see you guys on the next one.